Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another airport update. This one, as you can see, is for the long-anticipated PTY, otherwise known as Parrot Head Key International Airport, on the fictional Florida key of Parrot Head Key. And it's been a month or two since I last brought this layout out for video, and quite frankly, I thought that wait was long enough, and I'm actually going to get it out before the PTS update for this month, so that's different for me. But lots of suggestions for routes in the comments section of the last video, and I'm going to try my best to get as many of those in here as I can. This being a later in the evening kind of time frame for this update, and the traffic will reflect that. So let's go ahead and hop into it. We'll start off on runway 27 right today with this Allegiant Airbus A320. This aircraft arrived in from Appleton, Wisconsin earlier, one of these suggested routes from a follower. And this aircraft will be departing once again back to Wisconsin, but this one will be going to Milwaukee, MKE, on the turn. It is just now lining up for 27 right for that takeoff for Milwaukee. And holding short of 27 right behind the Allegiant 320, we have the Cessna Citation 560XL. This aircraft is based at the airport, and today it will be making a flight up to Wilmington, North Carolina, ILM. Behind that, we have a Sunbird Air Tours de Havilland Beaver aircraft taxiing out from the tour hangar, and we'll be just doing a short little hop around the Keys, showing some tourists the beauty that is the Florida Keys and the Gulf of America. And just pushed back from the gate A2 for that matter, we have this Frontier Airbus A321 in the spot, the Jaguar tail. This aircraft arrived in from Columbus, Ohio, CMH, and this aircraft will actually be making a flight up the coast to Jacksonville, Florida, JX. Now, I will note that this subscriber did request this route on Allegiant. Unfortunately, I've only got the one Allegiant A320 at the moment, so I went ahead and threw it on Frontier just for the sake of being able to feature it in the update here. And I hope you don't mind that, but we'll go ahead and continue with the Frontier action at gate A3, where we have this Frontier Airbus A320 Neo in the whitetail deer livery. This aircraft arrived in from Kingsville, KNV, and this aircraft will be making the return to Kingsville. It is taking on some bags right now, and it would appear that the catering truck has fallen over. There we go. But we'll return to Kingsville. Next door at gate A4, we don't have a Frontier aircraft. Rather, we have this Delta Airbus A220-100. This aircraft arrived in from one of the two Delta routes out of PTY here, this one being New York LaGuardia, and it is being prepped for the return to New York. You got an empty gate A5 there, and moving on next on the taxiway, we have the second Frontier Airbus A321. This aircraft is arriving in from Denver, Colorado, and it will be making a flight to Portland PDX, another long one across the United States there, after it is turned around. And over on the signature ramp, we find our next aircraft. This, we're going to go ahead and say it's flying under Eastern Air Express. It's still in the Smart Wings livery. The 737-800 is. Shown quite a few past operators. Most recently, obviously, with not, did I say Sunwing earlier? I meant smartwings.com. Pardon me. I'm an ignorant American and I don't know my European carriers. But yeah, this Eastern Air Express 737-800 arrived in from Miami, MIA, and is taking fuel. It'll make a charter flight over to San Juan, Puerto Rico, after the passengers are loaded and the fueling is complete. Moving on here, waiting for the Frontier A320neo to pass, we have this private Cessna Citation XL. This aircraft is another one that is based out of this signature, so it didn't really have a flight before this, but it is currently taxiing out for Gulf Shores, Alabama, GUF. And none of these guys really have routes for this update. They're just kind of hanging out, the little transient general aviation aircraft. You got a Cessna 172, Cessna Skymaster, and a Piper Cub there. And over here, we have loading up a patient on board the local medical helicopter. This aircraft will be making a long trek up to Tampa, Florida, with a critical but stable patient, rather, just transporting the patient up to Tampa for further medical attention that can't necessarily be provided here on Parrot Head Key. But the ambulance is pulling away and the helicopter will spin up momentarily to get that patient on the way. And those who are longtime viewers and perhaps watch the old Gunnison Montrose Regional Airport updates, my original 1 to 500 airport back in the day will recognize this plane. We have the private Airbus A320 of the Newman's Hill Ranch Corporation, the fictional ranching corporation from the Netflix show The Ranch. And with my airport being in the region where that show takes place, I kind of adapted that this was their corporate A320. But with that being said, this aircraft arrived in from GMR, the Gunnison Montrose Regional / International Airport out there in Colorado, and is overnighting here on the signature ramp, and no known departure plans at this time. And last but not least, in terms of aircraft that have routes on this update, we have this American Eagle CRJ 900 operated by PSA, of course taxiing in from Charlotte CLT, and it'll make a return flight to Charlotte once the turnaround has been completed. And with that, we will complete this short update for you guys. I appreciate everybody's patience, and I've just been really busy with work recently. It is peak summer season and it's been stressing me out, and I just quite frankly haven't had the time to get out the layouts in the last month or so to be able to record these for you guys. So I do appreciate your patience, and I do apologize for the delays, but I hope this will satisfy y'all's itch, at least for the time being. And that will wrap up this airport update for PTY this month. Of course, thank you all very much for watching. Can't do it without your support. And, well, until next time, guys, I will see you. Have a good one.